Oh my God, that's the reaction for when I'm editing and I hear what the question is. Oh. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Membriash.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Mitch.
And we're watching Love Never Lies South Africa, episode 4.
Which we were actually supposed to be recording Ultimatum season 3 right now, but Ashley was so excited to see the conclusion of episode 3 cliffhanger that we're doing this instead.
It's hard when you film reactions, but you just want to watch. I just want to watch. Like, I wait to know what happened, and I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight unless I know what happens.
Oh, so we're almost on schedule with everybody else. We just posted the last video, so if there are any comments from that, I haven't been able to read those yet.
That's kind of a shame, because I think there is like a larger conversation online around like the relationship with Sia and Pretty, and I am excited to see how people feel, because I feel like maybe we feel differently.
The only comment I saw was from Sarah saying that they were excited to see our reaction because not everything is so black and white, and I feel like that's a reflection of the Pretty and Sia thing, because you saw us talking about it last episode if you were here, that we're kind of conflicted, because like Pretty's mean to Sia, and Sia is kind of a playboy dog, whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
they're bad to each other.
They're bad to each other.
It's not a good relationship.
Yeah, and then I like briefly saw online people saying that they feel like Pretty's abusive. So, but
also those people have seen all the episodes, and we've only seen half the episodes.
Yeah, that's true.
So sometimes it's like there's a bit of like an information asymmetry situation where it's like we have not seen what you have seen, but then you can't unsee what you've seen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like then people will get mad because like we feel differently because we just didn't see what you saw.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes people like go back and watch our old episodes. It's like we haven't seen it all, and we're not a review channel or reaction channel. I think sometimes people mix that up.
Yeah.
But that isn't happening here. But I'm excited to get back closer to the curve, you know?
Yeah, I just need to know. Like, I literally don't think that I could go to bed tonight without knowing what happens with, like, Nancy finding out about Bilal.
So, shall we?
We have to. I'm really... Right. Okay, it's like, you know, it's like you want to, but you don't want to. And, like,
you know
that you have to. And, like, I need to know, but, like, I'm already, like, pre-crying inside my eyes.
She's one of my favorite people on the show, too. She just seems really sweet.
She does seem really nice. Okay, we're doing it.
Nancy, Buhlale was asked the following question.
The betrayal of Nancy.
Oh, what is it? Tables have turned?
Tables have turned. Yeah,
and I can't wait.
Did you have sex with Mia?
Man, it was like 2 days. That's what everyone's thinking too. They're all like, what?
Yes.
He's not even hiding it. I think because he's planning on breaking up with her at this point.
True.
I feel stupid.
Oh, I feel for her. Oh my God.
It's okay, Nancy.
I can't handle it.
It's okay.
I don't deserve that.
Oh, there you go. Bilal doesn't deserve me, she said.
She said she's not going to forgive him. Don't. Yeah. Don't you forgive him.
Yeah.
Don't you forgive him. That's horrible.
Buhlale's honesty added 10,000 rand.
I can't believe...
That's gross.
No.
That's blood money right there.
That's horrible.
That's what that is.
That's terrible. I can't believe that they gave him money for that.
I'm so disappointed.
That's just brutal.
She's holding it together. Oh,
she's doing the best she can, but like, dang, man.
She doesn't want to give him any more than he's already taken at this point.
No, he doesn't deserve it.
That sucks.
Ugh, just freaking sucks.
We also love Nikki. She's awesome.
Yeah, she is awesome. I like a lot of the women this season, honestly.
I know. A couple of the guys.
I'm not sure about the men.
I like Konza so far.
Okay.
And Wilfred.
Why do you not have... You need to be able to buy yourself a pair of shoes every month. And he must buy whatever the heck he wants.
Oh.
Is it that Nikki doesn't have money? Is that the problem?
I don't feel comfortable with you discussing my money situation.
Yeah.
With randos?
Yeah, it is judgmental.
Yeah. I hate people judging other people, like, for finances.
There are just certain things you don't hold with your mouth.
A lot of that is just circumstance of life.
Yeah.
And, like...
It's weird to judge someone for that kind of stuff.
Why is my kid an example?
Yeah.
Usually people remain in the social class or economic class that they're born into. That's the reality of it. It's like an inherited status.
And then, bringing her kid into it and then talking about it like she can't take care of her kid is like
that's
just not okay. Like, that's a boundary to me.
Do you resent the fact that you are financially dependent on Nikki Way?
No.
Wait, so Naledi is financially dependent on Nikki Way, but then upset about her finances?
True.
I don't know if I fully understand the situation, but like, this is
Yeah, this is complicated. This is core relationship stuff, but it's also not like the emotions and feelings. It's more around like
That was someone who would tell anyone anything about me, and I don't know if I feel safe.
Yeah,
I don't know how you judge somebody when you're financially dependent on them. Like, bring something to the table then. Like, why can't Naledi work?
I think in the depths of my spirit, I'm like very flowy.
That to me wasn't like that bad.
Yeah.
I think people like inherently maybe tend towards like polyamory or monogamy. And I don't know that's not a character flaw for me.
That person is chatting about polyamory like they didn't ask me to stop seeing people. Not polyamorous. They're polygamous.
Wow.
I feel bad for Nikki Way.
Me too.
Oh.
Because that sucks. It shouldn't be one direction.
That was a good dig too.
Do you want to be exclusively monogamous with Nikki Way?
No.
Like, she understands herself very well. She's able to like speak to like feelings
smart.
and emotions and like things that I would expect out of someone who's like a therapist. I don't know what her job is. Maybe she does something like that.
The range of emotions coming out of her right now.
Yeah, sometimes you laugh because you're mad. You know what I mean?
The two of you talk a lot about the fact that you're engaged.
Oh, she's
Well,
so
they're
mad.
fully engaged. I forget that. Yeah.
Maybe that shit was taken out of context and you didn't mean to mention my kid.
Because I can't believe anyone would do that. Like, I can't believe they would do that to her. Like, to talk about her kid like that is just like a low blow.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe Naledi will apologize if Nikki Way is like, I saw this and like this was messed up.
Are you worried about tonight?
I'm not super worried.
I'm worried he's going to be mad about what happened, but I don't think what she did is in the neighborhood of what some of these other people did.
If there's one thing I feel like I really appreciate about you, it's that like you're me.
What does that mean? But it also doesn't mean that's not necessarily a dig on Honsa.
I think it's because of the serious thing, though, because she keeps saying about Honsa
that he acts like a kid a little bit.
Yeah, and he can't have, like, a serious conversation with her.
He's always joking.
Yeah. I feel like that stuff would hurt to hear, but I don't feel like any of that was mean-spirited.
I hear that.
You've just wanted something else the whole time. There's certain aspects that I can grow as a person.
That would be hurtful, because that's just not who he is. He is a funny, like, laughy person. He's not like a super serious person. He said he has a hard time with religion. He's not a religious person. Like, he's not going to grow into that. She knows that about him.
Like, you and I joke all the time. I would want somebody who is a jokester like me too.
Yeah.
If I weren't with you. And
or like, I laugh when I'm upset. If that would piss someone off, like, I wouldn't really want to be with them.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it would be hard for me to feel like I could be me then.
Because that is you.
Yeah, that is me.
Is it easier to be vulnerable with Jordan than it is with Quincy?
It's got to be a yes.
I'm sure. But it depends on whether she...
Yes.
It's hard for me too, though, because she's expressed all of this to him. So it's
This
not
isn't
like secret stuff that she hasn't said. She said it right before she left.
This is also why they're making a lot of money, because they're both able to say a lot of truth.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've lost any money or they haven't lost much if they have.
They might win the whole show because the most honest couple wins.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That's who wins the money.
Might win that.
They might win.
When did you figure that out?
It was the very beginning.
Oh, because you were actually like watching the recording. We talked about Nikki being chill with people.
Jerry.
Maybe when I first met Mo, I was still that person, but over time, I've grown.
All right, I'm missing this because my dog is thrashing with a pillow.
It's a bolster pillow. It's a faux fur bolster pillow.
It's his bolster pillow.
Favorite toy.
Whoa, here you go.
$10 at Costco's. Never felt so good for this dog.
Are you in love with Quincy?
She's in love with him, right? I think she
think
is.
So.
If she says no to this, or if the answer she says yes and it's a lie, I'm gonna be surprised.
I'm gonna be pretty surprised.
No.
Oh.
Whoa!
Lie.
Lie. She is.
I mean, that's one of those complicated feelings. Can a lie detector tell whether or not you're in love with somebody? I'm just going to ask that question right now, because that feels like beyond the scope of a lie detector test.
I agree.
There are books written about it. Define love. You know what I mean? It's so
isn't
esoteric.
that what's complicated about it? Is she feels really mad at him right now. Like, she feels really frustrated with him right now, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't love him. And then her eyes have given that away, per the test, right? She thinks she's lying. Deep down, she feels like she's lying by saying no.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Last time I was in the seat, it was a bit of a movie.
Getting weird, but weird in a good way.
They have good vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that's super...
For me, it also feels like Friends, but like Friends where maybe they're both like, if this situation was different, we could date.
Do you have a crush on Visa?
That's pretty low
that's
pressure,
fine.
honestly.
I say that's fine. I mean, I would be heartbroken by any of these answers.
Yeah.
But, like, it's comparatively fine.
Yes.
I feel like she would tell Kuda to his face. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
She basically is right here. She knows it's going right to him.
Happy for her.
But he talked about revenge and shit. I think he's doing I'm not sure if like seething is the right word, but he's doing some thinking in his head right now.
He's not happy, for sure.
He's not happy, and he's trying to play it cool right now.
I just hope he doesn't, like...
Oh, yeah.
Take it out on her, because I don't feel like she's done that bad to him.
Can wear whatever I want to wear without having to nurse or think about your insecurities.
Oh, does he get weird about what she wears?
Maybe. I mean, that's the implication.
What separates us from our people so that we can rediscover our own identities.
I don't really have a problem with any of that.
Yeah.
It's not stuff she hasn't voiced.
There you go.
I like that too. She seems like a pretty straightforward, honest person, and she obviously is, because he's like, I've heard all this before. She didn't do any. Actually, Lynn was the most well-behaved of literally everyone.
Will you ever be ready to marry Kuda?
No.
What was it?
I don't know.
God damn it.
She's talking through him. Oh my God. That's the reaction for when I'm editing and I hear what the question is. Oh, I don't know. Kuda doesn't seem like super mad at Lynn. I don't think he should either. I think what you're saying, she's one of the more well-behaved people in the house. And she said to Vizo at the end, she's like, if you weren't Kuda's friend, maybe there would be a world, but it's not going to happen. I do want Nancy to take it out on Bolele.
I do too.
I
do too.
Like every room in that house. You know what I mean?
I also kind of want Wilfred to take it out a little bit.
A little bit.
Just flirt. I want him to flirt. I want him to like have somebody who seems like they want him.
Yeah,
you know?
feel good about himself, you know? Because he's getting broken down by Clayton right now.
Mm-hmm.
They were influencing each other to do this shit.
Pretty's about to go to scorched earth.
But let me comfort you, nah. I guarantee you that girl does not want to see her.
People are shade Sia so hard.
Do you know what's sad? I think it's because he's small.
Yeah.
Like he's a really small man.
Short king.
Yeah. And like, you know, like petite.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of crappy because I think there are plenty of women that don't care. And I think it's like kind of crappy to be like, I don't know, like if that was leveraged at like a woman, like, oh, you're too big or something.
Yeah, exactly.
For like people to be into you, like it's just kind of, it feels bad.
It sucks.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't like that. Even though I don't like the way Sia's behaving, like
Agree.
I don't like them putting down his, like disparaging his
We
looks.
don't hate on short kings here.
No.
I'm really afraid of losing Nancy. You put it like
You
that.
just slept with someone else, though. I have no sympathy for him because he did what he did, and you didn't have to take it there. Like, you didn't have to make it physical like that. You could have waited. You could have broken up with her and waited until the show was over. Or you could have realized that even though that's something that you physically felt like you wanted, it was going to destroy her to see that on international television.
Yep.
Like, I just don't... Him being sorry for himself right now is just not what I want to see. I'm sorry.
Absolutely, I agree with all that.
Your partners took part in a Love Never Lies ceremony.
Are they going to show him clips from the ceremony?
Oh, of their reactions.
Got to see how you all spent your time in Villa Umtrol.
They didn't know that till now. Oh, shit. You have to assume on a show like this.
You have to.
And now they're going to react to the reactions.
You will not get to see whether your answers were the truth. Are you ready?
I am.
She did the best out of everybody.
Kuda took it well, too. Honestly.
Well, kind of. At the end, he's like, she's over me, so what do I care?
Yeah.
Will you ever be ready to marry Kuda?
Oh, it was, will you ever be ready to marry him?
Oh.
Not the way he's acting right now. I mean, like, the reality is if it's a yes, no, it's gonna be a no.
She's thinking, I'm not the guy for her.
But they're getting to the point, too, where they're like, do we settle down or not? You know, and that's important. They're in their 30s.
What are you worried about the most?
That he's going to retaliate, that he thinks I'm over him.
That's literally what he said, right? And he talked about that.
But do you want to be with someone who would retaliate against you for just saying that?
She just said exactly, I would marry Kuda, but I need to marry a different Kuda. She's seen probably multiple different faces from him.
Right. And
she's like, the Kuda today I'm not going to marry.
Yeah. She really didn't do anything wrong, in my opinion. I think she handled herself beautifully.
I think Lynn shows up well.
I think she answered the questions well.
After watching what just transpired with Kuda, like, I'm really worried that whatever I did can cause the same pain to my partner.
At least they're having empathy.
Well, she would, though.
Yeah,
Naka would. Like, she's great. I like her a lot.
I chose someone who wouldn't love me because that's what I feel like I deserve.
I just need him to just be open.
Of course, they're not going to show these clips to the other couples. They're going to send them in for singles. This is this is the game, though. The game is misinformation.
Yeah.
The game is...
And it's how much do you trust your partner?
Yeah.
And what are you willing to do, even if you felt like your partner did something awful? What are you going to do with
How
that?
committed are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
because there will
true.
be people that are like, I saw them hurt me and I don't want to hurt them the way I was hurt.
Yeah, regardless of anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
And there are other people that are going to be like, what you did to me was too big of a wound.
And I'm going to twist the knife back.
Yeah.
The last thing I want is for my person to feel any ounce of pain.
They're all saying the same thing.
Do you know what's weird is like I kind of doubt a lady's intentions now, knowing that Nikki is like financing their entire life. Like that bothers me. Like I'm bothered.
Yeah.
And then the polyamory for me but not for thee kind of thing is like bothering me too.
In that moment, do you know how close I was to taking off my ring? This close.
Didn't though.
There's no context that can make that right. So I'm not even gonna try like.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that was crappy.
That was crappy.
Well, when I said to you, that's what I said I hoped would
man,
happen.
The show is heavy.
And
I'm getting a little emotional.
Yeah, me too.
You've been emotional from the beginning.
Stop it. I know. We like
you haven't even cried
started.
that much, though.
No, I cried a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay.
Now my eyes are wet, but they're not. It's not crying if the tears
if they don't drop.
fall.
As long as they dry back up into your eye.
And so a person is just selfish.
She worries he'll cheat because he's been a cheater, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's part of the problem. It's almost like you have to be on better behavior when, like, you've been a cheater before.
She's emasculating us. Why? Don't say you don't have a place. It's emasculating whether you like it or not.
They're all in there saying that she is emasculating.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
And she ignores that and then just focuses on his problems, for sure. No question.
But you also need to remember that what she saw and heard are things that you said and did.
Yes. Thank you, host.
Yep. In my mind, he needs to be single for a little bit. Find somebody that he can fully respect.
Yes.
Stop this around shit and find somebody that respects him too.
Yes.
Because I don't hate Sia. There's a part of me that feels really bad for him, but then there's also a part of me that's like he's in this like really unhealthy relationship and he's not showing up well either. You know what I mean?
Yes. Also,
like
taking very little accountability for like the things he's done
in
his past that have like influenced the person he's showing up as today in his relationship. Like, I agree with you. Just being single for a while would probably be very healthy for him. And for sure they need to not be in a relationship.
Yes. I've already like forgave you for cheating. Wasn't that enough?
For real. That's exactly what you said.
Damn.
Yeah.
And after doing that, I can confidently say that I do love him.
Yeah, but he had to, again, like, some people, man, just not taking accountability for the fact that your partner just watched you flirt and touch and be close with another person. But you have done those things behind his back.
So then the fact that you're being extra flirty with somebody, absent him having fully cheated on Wilfred, I do think that he has a place to be like, hey, I didn't do these things.
Yeah.
But exactly what you're saying, he has done it. Everything is skewed from that.
You have to be more careful then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is no time like the present?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
This guy.
Oh, I'm the most mad at him.
It's kind of a joke.
My parents being Nancy in this situation.
Everything he says is abject disrespect to Nancy.
To fuck.
What? Because the other...
They don't even know. They don't even know. They don't know he had sex with her. They're just finding out now.
Because they're like, are you
all of that. Me? Oh, it doesn't make it easier. Seeing it multiple times doesn't make it easier.
And the second time, I'm still kind of like in shock. You're right.
I completely get it. Like,
If you weren't thinking about me, you didn't think that other people would see this.
Exactly.
Time for a Spindrift ad?
Oh my God, no.
Not sponsored.
Not another Bundaberg situation.
What? Not sponsored by Spindrift, but we enjoy drinking them. They have small amounts of fruit juice.
I feel terrible.
Do you think she can forgive you?
No, I hope she doesn't. I hope she doesn't forgive him.
Not expecting it.
I'm worried that he's gonna sweet talk his way back. Because,
I'm so sorry. It was a mistake.
Oh, people crying for themselves.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay, no.
But just know that I love you.
No.
No, you, dude.
No, dude. No. crying for yourself when you've done something like what he just did. Look at all of them looking at him.
Oh, they're like, you
like,
motherfucker. Because they mostly look out for each other. Mm-hmm. And he's being the worst.
Yeah,
He's
the
being
Villas
the worst
really
one there.
stuck together, and they didn't say anything when he walked back in the room.
They just kind of gave him a cold stare.
Because what do you do?
He's on TV. He knows that. Did he think that wasn't going to like come out?
It's also, I didn't think about this before, but it's probably affecting everyone who's watching it because they're all thinking, wow, he really went there. My partner could do that.
What could happen? And now they're all pissed at us.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my God, new people, new names. Great. All right, who is Lile matched with?
If you're in a relationship, that's not a problem. I don't mind stealing.
Oh man, I hate these people that are like, I don't mind if I steal your man, or like, I don't care if this person's in a relationship. Like, oh, dude.
What's your name?
Alicia.
Francis.
How are you though?
I'm actually fighting for my life. I can't lie.
That is kind of what's happening, all right.
You're right, he is showing up pretty good.
Yeah, right?
He is.
So Francis is a good guy, but sometimes he does bad things.
You spice.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I'm back
You
to we'll
immediately
see. I'm back to we'll
want
see.
to backstep him.
I'm back to we'll see.
He's on watch.
He is on watch, okay?
I want to like him.
Also known as the girl in the middle, currently.
Star. Who's Star paired with? 34. Kuda?
We saw Kuda a second ago, walking up.
Oh,
and
so
then they went to Star.
If not this relationship, my next relationship will be better for it.
He seems a little broken right now, Kuda. I don't know. This is something you mentioned in the last episode where just like some of these people are really kind of like beat up by it.
Yeah.
But then you start drinking and you're upset. This is kind of a recipe for disaster.
I would be
this show is sadistic.
I would be crying in my room.
Yeah.
The person paired with me, I think, would be very upset.
Well, what about? But it depends on what situation you're in. Because if you're in a Nancy Belele situation, then yeah. But if you're in a, I don't know.
What situation would I be in?
There are a bunch of different situations on here, though.
I would be a mess in every
Regardless,
one of them.
Okay, all right.
I would be crying in my room in every one of them. I'd be taking everything personally.
Okay.
I would be feeling bad about myself and thinking what I could have done differently in like every scenario. It's just bad. I can say what I think other people should do, but it's definitely not like
not what
I would do.
Yeah.
I can make you feel special, like a real woman.
I don't know, this real man, real woman conversation, I don't understand what that is.
Are you willing to share with me what the problem is?
Not really.
Don't trust me yet.
Not yet.
She just met you. Did you even exchange names?
Yeah,
doesn't even know you, bruh.
I'm just not in a happy state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Tabang, and I am 22 years old.
I like Tabang's glasses. He's not wearing them right now, but he is on the date, so watch out for him. Look at those glasses.
They both got good glass game.
Yeah.
Let the 5 times roll.
He's already had to go through having his heart broken over the cheating.
I know.
So for him, he's like, I think just
he's like,
ready,
all right,
yeah,
like,
for whatever's
well,
next.
what did he say? That maybe the cheating was a sign. That's what he said at the end of his.
Yes.
Nikki Way, nice to meet you.
Nikki Way, okay.
Nikki Way is like, get me out of here.
That there are boundaries and commitments that I will not dishonor.
I will obviously respect that.
See, this is what we're talking about. Like you can show up good in this show.
And she is showing up good.
She's being honest with him too. She's not being rude to him. She's just like, hey, I've got commitments. I'm not gonna break those.
Yep.
She still got a ring on too, to our knowledge. So she's living that life. That doesn't mean she can't be friends with somebody though. You know?
Yeah.
Tino, aka Tino, aka make the girls go loco.
Tino, make the girls go loco.
Okay, Tino. Sure.
Man's a tripod.
Oh my god.
Oh, this guy. This is really cringy.
Calling yourself a tripod is generally not good unless you're like a kangaroo.
He's like the male version of Mia.
I noticed she's built nice, you know?
How are you feeling?
Oh, Nancy deserves better, dude. I can't believe this is the person they set up Nancy with.
Hopefully we can keep one on your face too.
Please do that.
I'm gonna do my.
Oh, Nancy's in her f you era right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think Nancy would be flirting with whoever this was.
I feel like you're right.
So here to us, spending the whole day, getting to know each other better.
Cheers.
She has a vibe, dude. She has a major vibe.
She woke up and chose violence today.
She did. Or she chose justice. Retribution, at least.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know.
All right, I don't know about some of these matches. I don't feel like they're as good as the first Villa.
But you thought that at the beginning, though.
I
Though.
did.
You thought
I
a bunch of them were not
did.
going to go great, and by the
And
end
then they all
were
went
like
great. So
cuddling
I'm
and
probably
laughing and
wrong. Tino, man. The vibes.
Tino?
Not for me. Not for me, no.
That was a me level joke.
Not for me, no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not for me, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Get
you.
out of here. Yeah, like where you? I don't even know if I did it
putting up
justice.
with that.
It was a comma, right? Not for me,
Yeah.
comma, no.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, I didn't want to have sex with me.
Well, you had sex with her, which means you did at some point.
At this point where I'm at, when you, I get fucking pissed, bro.
Naka's not taking that bullshit.
He's taking it down on everybody.
I don't like him.
He's showing no accountability here, and he's getting mad at other party.
I don't like the way he's showing up on this show.
Yeah. He's getting mad at Munaka. He's like, but you did have sex with her, so you wanted to at some point.
Yes.
That's it. Munaka is on it.
She is on it.
I love Munaka.
Me too. She's really good. She's showing up great.
Having a lot more moments of snapping at people because he's frustrated and he feels like all eyes are on him.
Because they are.
Turn your frustration inward because the person you should be frustrated with is yourself.
Yeah.
You made those choices. And now you're mad that other people are acknowledging that you made them and that they're messed up.
He's snapping at people. Like, it's ugly, dude. Like, yeah,
Don't do
look
that.
inside.
It's no one else's fault that he slept with her. It's his.
Absolutely.
And he crossed a line that nobody else even approached.
Yes, absolutely.
I have an update for you all.
It makes me
Hand-holding.
feel like he's cheated on her before because
It
the
makes me wonder,
ease
right?
with which he did that is shocking to me.
Are you ready to see them?
And that's what she was afraid of.
Yeah.
And that absolutely tracks.
Yeah.
Oh, and they get to see the singles. Tino. Tripod Tino.
Maybe Tino. I liked Mia better after she was not in her like weird
intro thing.
Yeah, I liked her better after that. So maybe Tino's.
You were never.
Was as trusting as I'm trying to be right now.
As I'm trying to be. There's some people here that are like really honest and just like really speak from the heart. Lynn's not lying and saying she's comfortable with it. She's like, I'm trying to be trusting.
That's how like Nikki was. I felt like
Yeah.
she was like, I'm not comfortable, but like, who would be?
Yeah, right?
You know the thing though, it could even be hurtful even if they don't form a connection with like the single in the way that there's going to be a physical connection. If they end up talking about emotional issues and it brings up things where they realize the relationship isn't right for them, those could still be like really hurtful moments for the other person.
That's what it was with Jordan and Munaka.
How you feeling?
Good. How do you feel though? You're the one that had the jump scare.
They do really have a solid chilling at the beach vibe right now.
Her swimsuit is so pretty. That gingham and that like one shoulder situation.
Yeah.
Is like one of the most beautiful swimsuits I've seen in like a really good, or is that a top? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, it has like a toga vibe, but then it's just a top.
Wouldn't she also like want to have fun? I mean, she did.
She didn't really though.
Yeah.
100% want to get back at her, but that's also not the person I want to be. And
Okay. He's showing up really good.
His single, he doesn't really have to be all for my badonk. But she's like, let's just like chat and like maybe have a good time. She's not being nearly as aggressive as Mia was, but it's actually that's a decent thing to respond with.
Yeah.
I'll just be welcoming everything coming my way.
She's like, I'll take anything, but I'm not here to like ruin your relationship.
Right.
That's pretty cool. But that's also maybe a foot in. That might be like, I'll be your buddy before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see yourself going from now?
He didn't just flat kiss, he went beyond.
I feel so bad for Nancy. I want Nancy to be happy at the end of this damn show.
I just feel like Nancy needs a minute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the show doesn't really like allow her a minute.
Yeah, and then here comes Tripod Guy. That vibe is not quite right after what Nancy went through. Tino's showing up pretty okay here.
He's showing up like a friend.
Yeah.
Which is
that's
really
good.
great.
He's reading the room and not being weird about it.
She's clearly sad.
I know.
You know?
She's grieving over the loss of her relationship effectively right now.
He could use the spirituality to an extent. Tino is giving rock star.
Okay, so he's calling someone else calculated
Oh,
now?
man.
Because that's rich, honestly.
But a lot of it doesn't have a person anymore.
No, he doesn't.
As far as I'm concerned, it is according to Nancy's own mouth.
Yeah. They're not in a relationship.
Yeah. Everybody else has shit to worry about. He has no claim over that relationship anymore.
No way. He's gonna try and pull her back into it though.
He is. You
what
can
it
see
is.
everything he's saying right now indicates that.
Even I think before he had slept with Mia, he said something to producers which was basically like, if I do what I want to do, I'm not sure if like how I'm going to be able to explain it to her in a way where I don't lose her. And that was like the
he was pre-justifying it before he even saw Mia.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was definitely before he slept with her that he was like justifying his actions already.
I have literally friend-zoned you and locked you there.
I like Nikki so much.
From the jump, he says.
And it has...
I receive.
Receive it in abundance.
Yeah. I like their rapport, though. They're really funny.
Oh, I like Nikki. She's the one
Nikki's
I would want to be.
amazing.
If I came on this show as a single, I would want to be paired with her.
Yeah.
She's so great.
That's also the loyalty that you know that if she were single in the future, that's a loyalty you get with Nikki.
Do you know the
It's
wild
like pure
thing
love.
is like anyone calling her jealous, given all of this?
Oh, no. She's
way, dude.
Such a catch, dude.
I'm going on a date with Sean. I'm feeling fine.
I'm a little worried about...
I think Pretty is going to do some weird stuff.
But eventually I got out of it, right?
It took some time, though.
Yeah.
It took some
But
time.
eventually.
Like,
she was miserable.
Yeah, she was. She was. She's really affected.
you wouldn't like yourself either.
My type is if we laugh more than anything, making jokes.
I mean, I do like that. It's like, you know...
I like that, too.
I know the trust has just went out through the window.
The way he was talking to Malay, was that her name?
Malay, I think.
Malay. The way he was talking to her was not...
Yeah, not
it wasn't great.
Right now, I just want to move out and go back to Umjolo because this is not it.
Now they're having to think about all what they did.
I know.
And how they acted and what they said and the ways they disrespected
Waiting
their partners.
for the videos to come back around.
I wouldn't have imagined that I'd be responsible for such a thing.
Well, you gotta sit in that then.
Is it that he did it or because he got caught on camera this time? The ultimate question.
That's what I wonder.
And they haven't hooked him up to a lie detector test saying, have you cheated on her before?
They need to ask him that
question. And they need to ask him that question before they leave this villa.
Because that was too easy for him.
Because she needs to be safe, especially if he's going to try and like weasel his way back in.
Look at this party.
I know.
Oh my God. This is way cooler than the bucket hat party.
Well, the bucket hat wasn't a party, wasn't it? They went denim. It started bucket
denim.
hat.
This is way better than the denim. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
this is way better. Everyone looks amazing. Yeah. It looks so fun.
The queen of nature and Villa Umjolo. Show me your muscles.
Oh, damn. This party is a lot better.
Isn't it? The vibes of this party.
The denim party was cool, but this is
really cool.
Like, holy shit, that
the
outfit.
Costuming on this is cool.
Every conversation becomes an easy, natural...
Oh, he's got the bucket hat back on, though. He can't help it.
Gotta add the bucket hat.
The bucket king. I'm getting nervous.
I think snuggles are dangerous when they're drunk.
She's basically like, no.
And Stars being the adult here in the bed.
She seemed good in her intro. She seemed like really nice.
And then next thing, it's like the tip.
I agree with her.
She's absolutely right.
She's totally right.
She's spot on. And also I think she's probably maybe of the mindset that if you're gonna commit to like being physical with me, do it when you're sober.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like none of this like let's just cuddle
Then you can't blame it on being drunk, or you can't say that, oh well, someone else started it. Like, no.
Hello, my lovelies.
Hi. Oh, this is gonna be we're almost done here.
As to what your partners have been getting up to in Villa Umjolo.
Well, now you're gonna need to see episode 5.
No, I feel better. I just needed to see how Nancy. Yeah, I couldn't go to sleep knowing that like I didn't know how she reacted or whether she knew or whatever. So
and at least she was having fun at that party. I think she's gotten to the point where she's able to like unwind a little bit.
I feel better about that.
I think they might be struggling to find clips of her happy though.
Yeah,
honestly. She might not be
very
featured
possible.
as much as other people. Or are these like
we haven't
basically
seen
previews?
Any of this.
No, this is basically previews.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, the cliffhanger on that isn't quite as juicy, I think.
No, I can sleep at night.
You can sleep at night.
Yeah,
okay.
I can sleep now, so we're okay.
Can you sleep at night?
I also think Pretty and Sia are a terrible relationship, so I'm not really upset if she ends up doing something awful because I feel like they need to break up.
And honestly, I feel like Sia's still clinging on too much, being like, oh, it's all my fault. Like, yeah, he did some bad shit, but like, you need to get out of the relationship. Let Pretty pick somebody else. You pick somebody else. We talked about like be single for a minute and then find somebody, especially given his dating history. It almost feels like it needs to get cut off.
It's like oil and water. Like, it just doesn't match.
That does make me feel less bad if Pretty around, honestly.
But then
I am going to feel bad for him
is
still.
Is he going to feel really awful? I have a hard time believing that she's going to, like...
fully bang somebody?
Yeah. Like,
I don't know.
Because she saw what that did to Nancy. Like, I really doubt that she's going to do that.
You wait, so you're making the mistake.
Might kiss someone.
No, you're making the mistake that you say every economist does. They're assuming that people are rational and operate in their best interests, and they don't.
Yeah, that is an economist problem, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would not assume that just because she saw it hurt other people that she's not going to do it. But I'm also not like giving like she's going to sleep with somebody vibes.
I feel like she might kiss him. Yeah. I feel like that might happen, but I don't think...
Or maybe just the tip like Star was saying.
Oh, God. I doubt that she's going to do anything.
Okay. Well, y'all might not already know, and we're going to find out in a day or two.
I hope that Honsa and Munaka get back together.
I like them.
I like them together, too.
Honsa has shown up pretty good today.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I think so, too. And I actually think she does, like, I think she likes a lot about him.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I was just saying they're kind of incompatible, and they kind of are, because she does want someone religious, and he's not religious and all this stuff. Like, he doesn't really fulfill that, like, part of what she needs. So.
Some people can make it work.
Yeah.
Just whether or not you really care about each other.
They could be okay.
They could be.
Potentially.
Yeah. And we don't know how long they've been together because we've missed it or haven't been told.
And then I wish that, I forgot their name now, but Nikki's partner,
Naledi,
would get the opportunity to apologize, because the immediacy of them being like, oh my gosh, that was the wrong thing. I can't believe no excuse.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe I did that.
You see Nikki Way being like rings on my finger, I've got commitments. That tells me that she at least wants to talk it through.
Yeah.
Be like, what the were you saying? There's going to be that opportunity for Naledi to apologize.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Because she's not trying to do anything weird with her. She front-zoned her
absolutely.
partner.
And it's really fun to watch then.
It's fun to watch because it's also really cool to watch the fact that she was really hurt by what Naledi did, and she still walked into that house and was like, this is nothing.
She's got amazing morals. Just seems like a really great, kind person.
Yeah.
She's like a 10 out of 10 on these shows. Yeah.
Yeah, I really...
She's kind of just like, yeah. And I don't even get the impression that she wouldn't like date this guy or whatever, or that doesn't find him attractive. It's just like, she's like, nope, not going to do it.
Not going to happen.
That's amazing. I wonder if they'll show that clip to Naledi.
I doubt it.
But like
maybe
that sums it all up right there.
That would make Naledi sit in it even more if they
honestly,
show that
maybe
clip,
feel a little more guilty about like how they showed up and stuff.
Totally.
I feel like sometimes, and if you're talking about a moral person that like loves and cares about somebody, that's almost more painful than anything.
Yeah.
Seeing how much they're actually there for you, even though you were kind of like saying some shit.
Yep.
Yeah. So
totally. I'm worried about Kuda.
Of course.
Kuda's gonna try and do weird stuff. It's just whether Star lets him or not. That's the question in my mind.
Yeah.
Is whether she continues to shut it down.
Yeah.
But I think he's gonna continue to try and pursue her.
Maybe. I hear that, and he's already gotten himself into trouble.
Totally.
You know?
But yeah, that's all I had to say. Otherwise, we can wrap it. We can wrap it up.
All right. Well, we got to get going. Thank you all for being here. Like and subscribe if you have not yet. December's going to be busy. We're going to try and get something out every day. We technically missed one day, but we did...
Don't tell them that.
No, but we did 2 videos the next day. That's the membriash non-guarantee. So we'll see you next time. All right. Thank you. Bye. We don't guarantee shit.
Then I got it knocked, and I started going,
ridiculous.
Oh, that was a tearjerker.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.